everyone, welcome back to K-Drama Notes. In today's video, we'll be discussing the new military law and how it affects idols who are dual nationality and overseas Koreans. In this video, we'll be discussing this post in more detail. It will probably sound confusing at first, but it will make sense by the end of it. So what is dual citizenship? Dual citizenship is a legal status in which a person is concurrently regarded as a national or citizen of more than one country under the laws of those countries each. Simply, it means being a citizen of two different countries. Dual citizenship in South Korea is not allowed. The law explicitly states that one who has acquired a Korean citizenship must renounce the citizenship of another country within a year, while Korean nationals lose their Korean citizenship as soon as they acquire a foreign one. However, exceptions do apply. Exception number 1. A person acquired Korean citizenship as a spouse of a Korean national. Exception number 2. A person has contributed greatly to the Republic of Korea. This includes fields such as science, economy, culture, and sports. Exception number 3. A person finds it difficult to renounce their citizenship because of the laws and procedures of their country. Exception number 4. Being adopted from South Korea and being sent overseas. According to the new laws, Korean nationals that are born off Korean soil still have to serve in the Korean military, should they have spent 3 years or more in Korea. For a clearer picture, even if one is born overseas, as long as they hold a Korean passport, they are deemed as a Korean citizen. This includes Korean citizens that possess long-term residential passes or permanent residency in overseas countries. Previously, Korean citizens that spent extended periods of time living overseas were exempted from service on the basis that adaptation to Korean culture and hierarchy would be difficult for them. The new law, however, orders such citizens to enlist should they return to Korea for 3 years or more after their time overseas. On the other hand, people of Korean ethnicity who are born overseas and possess no Korean passport, they are deemed as foreigners and will not need to serve in the military. Let's take a look at this. No Korean passport means no enlistment. Yes Korean passport means yes enlistment. Having a Korean and foreign passport means that the person decides if they keep both, they enlist. If they keep the foreign one, they do not enlist. And if they keep the Korean one, they enlist if they've spent 3 or more years in Korea. Going back to the foreigner status, this includes idols such as NCT's Mark and Johnny and the boys Jacob and Kevin, who will not be enlisting in the military. As for the idols and people that possess a dual citizenship, according to the Korean law, once they turn 18 years of age, they have to choose if they want to continue possessing their dual citizenship or not. This will directly impact the status of their military enlistment as well. In the case where they wish to maintain their dual citizenship, they need to serve in the Korean military. However, if they do not wish to serve, they have to give up their Korean citizenship right away. So having a dual citizenship means yes to military enlistment, but if they do not want to enlist, they have to give up the Korean part right away. Many idols that have already made their choice include 17's Vernon and Stray Kids' Bangchan and Felix. From what we know so far, Vernon is still under a dual citizenship. This means that it is likely that he will have to serve in the military when called upon. On the other hand, Bangchan and Felix are currently listed as single nationality, which is Australian, as stated on their profiles, meaning that they will not be serving in the military. Meanwhile, Enhypen's Jake still possesses a dual citizenship, but he is only 18 years of age. It is likely that he has already come to his decision, but we do not know that for sure right now. So far, his profile does state that he has a dual citizenship, but it is too early to tell since he is only 18 and he isn't required to make a decision until March of the same year. Enhypen's Jay has a similar case as Jake as they are both born in 2002. Jay, however, is currently 19 years old and his birthday has already passed, meaning that it is likely that Jay would be serving in the military as his profile currently states dual citizenship as well. Just a reminder, the members of Enhypen are still very young, so they won't be enlisting anytime soon. Before we end off this video, I made a quick summary about this entire update. It should be pretty easy to understand since we've covered everything in the video already. Just read each detail. If you have any questions, you can also let me know. The rest of the video includes comments from the Instagram post I made earlier today. Please feel free to pause this part and read each one in detail as well. They may answer a few questions you may have about specific idols and their citizenships. Just keep in mind that we don't know the status of every single idol, so it's hard to determine for sure what they're going to be doing, but for the rough part we can tell based on the information we have online. What did you all think about this news update? Please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Also, I hope that this video was able to help you guys. It was rushed a little bit since the news only came out earlier today, but I do hope that you found some use from it. Thank you so much for watching.